It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Moor Beer Company, and this is a can of their old Freddy Walker Old Ale at 7.3% ABV. Now, I was at Brew London 2022, and I had a beer with one of the representatives of Moor Beer Company, and in conversation I said, do you still make Old Freddy Walker? Because that's the one beer that really sticks out for me with Moor Beer Company. They make some terrific beers, don't get me wrong. But I've drunk thousands of beers from hundreds of different breweries. So for me to remember the whole range of Moor Beer Company's beers is like an impossible thing to do. But I remembered this one, Old Freddy Walker. And I remembered this one because I remember reviewing it and absolutely loving it. It's an old ale. It's the second time in 2 days we've reviewed an old ale. Yesterday I reviewed Adnam's Old Ale, where the recipe comes from 1897. Oh my goodness me, look at this. I'm going to pour this from a height. Look at that. Oh my goodness me. Just phenomenal. Yeah, just phenomenal. 2-finger tan coloured head. Look how tight that head is. Did you see the way that head developed in the glass? Look how tight that head is. Lovely, lovely. Small moving carbonation making its way to the top of the glass. It's more or less jet black in the glass. Look at the way that beer looks as I roll it round in the glass. Look at that. Let's get the aroma. It smells like Victorian Britain. And it should smell like Victorian Britain. Leather straps and coal mines and fruitcakes at Christmas. My goodness me, the aroma on this beer is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Plum, fig, prune, caramel. Delightful, absolutely delightful. Should we dive in? Cheers, everybody. Stone the crows. Stone the crows. My goodness me, this has everything. Everything that I could possibly want from a beer and more. Roasty, toasty notes coming through with a combination it's hitting you at the same time of caramel, licorice, molasses, plum, fig, prune, back to a little bit of pipe tobacco smoke, coffee, bitter dark chocolate. Again, that caramel rolls back on the tongue. It just keeps going. It just keeps giving. It's like the perfect Christmas present in the middle of June. Summer solstice was 2 days ago. And here I am drinking an old ale, talking about Christmas. Oh my goodness. This is fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. That 7.3% ABV also gives you a little bit of a tickle. You drink the beer and you can feel that kind of warming feeling of the alcohol as it hits the pit of your stomach. You can feel it kind of just warming you from the inside out. And if you're a fan of strong beer, then you're going to know all about that. And you're going to learn to love that. It's all part of the experience of not just tasting beer, but feeling beer. Feeling it warming in the pit of your stomach. Absolutely fabulous. Raisin. The mouthfeel, I've not even I'm not even talked about the mouthfeel yet. It's so rich and creamy. There's a little sprig of carbonation that just pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. Now, I've got 2 more beers to go from Moor Beer Company. I've done a lot of their kind of session stuff, and I've drunk their Keller Beer Lager, which was terrific. Old Freddy Walker, of course. Their best bitter was amazing. I've got a couple of barrel-aged cans to do. But I just want to, say for a moment now that the owner of Moor, I think his name is Justin, he came over from America. He loved he loved British brewing. He loved our beer. I mean, this guy could have stayed in America. He could have stayed in California, San Diego, and drunk some of the best IPAs in the world. But that's not what Justin was about. Justin wanted to come to the UK because he loved UK beer. And he's opened a brewery in Bristol where he's producing traditional styles of beer. He produces the best bitter, which is amongst one of the best bitters I've ever had in my life. This old ale, Freddy Walker. I mean, the recipe for this must go back 150 years. Classic styles. And he's not wavered. He's not, there's so many kind of different fads in beer. There's so many different kind of since he's moved to the UK, New England IPA has probably become a thing. Or definitely all of these kind of fruited mango things have become a thing. And he's not wavered. He's not gone, you know what, I'm going to follow the crowd. He's stuck to what he loves to drink himself. And that is really good traditional British styles that have stood the test of time, that are loved by millions in the UK. There's a reason why so many people drink best bitter in the UK. It's because back in the day, before it was wrecked by the large kind of multinational brewers, best bitters used to be terrific styles of beer. They were full of kind of roasty, nutty, biscuity, bready flavours. If you want to try a really good best bitter, then try Moor's best bitter. It's tremendous. Anyway, enough about kind of traditional styles and enough about Justin. I'm sure he doesn't want me to stand here just blabbing on about himself. We're here to talk about Freddy Walker. This is an astounding can of craft beer. The mouthfeel is so rich and creamy. The flavours they're enough to blow your mind. If you're a beer drinker who likes to taste balance and roastiness, but sweetness, followed by coffee and fruit flavours, all sorts going on in this glass. All sorts. It's like, I find it majestic. I find beers like this absolutely majestic because on the face of it, let's be perfectly honest with you, this is not really what the marketing teams around the UK want to show you. If you went and sat in the marketing team at Carling or John Smith's, or, they wouldn't want to talk about black beer, would they? Yet this beautiful liquid is all I really want to talk about at the moment, whilst this is in my glass. Monumental. I think marketing teams around the UK should be not forced. Nobody should be forced to do anything they don't want to do, but they should be educated in different beer styles before they put beer in clear glass bottles and put it on the supermarket shelves and ruin companies' reputations up and down the country. They should have a general knowledge on different beer styles. That's another story. I'm going to read the side of the can and rate the beer. Right, where are we? Inspired by times of old, still revered today by connoisseurs and judges, rich and full-bodied with vine fruits, chocolate and dark roast, Christmas vibes in a glass all year long. Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. Old Freddy Walker, love it, absolutely love it. Stone the Crows, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.